Wild Talents, by Charles Hoyfort, Chapter 10d. There have been many appearances of animals that were unexplained, anyway, until I appeared upon the horizon of this field of data. It seems to me that my expressions upon teleportations are somewhat satisfactory in most of the cases. That is, that there is a force, distributive of forms of life and other phenomena that could switch an animal, say from a jungle in Madagascar to a backyard somewhere in Nebraska. But theories of mine are no so godlike as to deny any right of being for all other theories. I'd not be dogmatic and say positively that once upon a time a lemur was magically transported from Africa to Nebraska. Possibly somebody in Lincoln, Nebraska, had been transformed into a lemur, or was a werlemur. Whatever the explanation may be, the story was told in the New York Sun, November 12, 1931. Dr. E.R. Mathers of Lincoln, Nebraska, had seen a strange, small animal in his yard, acting queerly. The next day he found the creature dead. The body was taken to Dr. I.H. Blake of the University of Nebraska, who identified it as that of an African lemur of the Galagos group. The lemur is a monkey-like animal, with a long snout, size about that of a monkey. I wrote to Dr. Mathers about this, and, considerably to my surprise, because mostly my crank letters are very properly ignored, received an answer, dated November 21, 1931. Dr. Mathers verified the story. The lemur, stuffed and mounted, is now upon exhibition in the Museum of the State University at Lincoln. Where it had come from had not been learned. There was no story of an escape anywhere that could match this appearance in a backyard. Accounts had been spread-headed, with illustrations, in the Lincoln State Journal, October 23, and in the Sunday State Journal, October 25, but not even in some other backyard had this animal been seen, according to absence of statements. I neglected to ask whether, at the time of the appearance of the lemur, the disappearance of any resident of Lincoln was reported. Suppose, at a meeting of the National Academy of Sciences, I should read a paper upon the transformation of a man into a hyena. There would be only one way of doing that. I recommend it to unrecognized geniuses, who can't otherwise get a hearing. It would have to be a hold-up, but, without having to pull a gun, at the meeting of the National Academy of Sciences at New Haven, Connecticut, November 18, 1931, Dr. Richard Chase Tolman suggested that energy may be transforming into matter. If one can't think of the man transforming into a hyena, let one try to think of the motions of a thing turning into a thing. My expression is that, in our existence of the hyphen, or of intermediateness between so-called opposites, there is no energy, and there is no matter, but that there is matter or energy, manifesting in different degrees of emphasis one way or the other. That it is not thinkable that energy could turn into matter, but that it is thinkable that energy matter could, by a difference of emphasis, turn into matter energy. Of that there is no man who is without a hyena element in his composition, and that there is no hyena that is not at least rudimentarily human, or that at least it may be reasoned that, by no absolute transformation, but by a shift in emphasis, a man-hyena might turn into a hyena man.